Well, good afternoon, boys and girls. You join me on a lovely Thursday afternoon, May the 14th. I'm going out for a little ride. First ride since lockdown. Well, first ride in a long time, actually. But that's a lie. I did take the bike out once during the lockdown. That was to go and get some vital supplies. It was to get my prescription from the chemist. So I have been out on it once, but I haven't been out on a ride. I haven't been out on a ride for a long time. I think it's about my first ride since Christmas. Proper ride. So, well, it's not even going to be a real proper ride. It's going to be a little trip. Just taking a little trip over to Oxfordshire, which is about 35 minutes or so from my house, and we're going to go and visit Winston Churchill's grave. Something I've wanted to do for a long time. What's the time now? It is 2:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, late start today. I've been doing some other bits and bobs at home today, and I thought, do I go, don't I go? It has been a bit nippy of late, but it's quite bright today. I think it's about 14 degrees, so it's not too bad. It's quite comfortable. I've only got a t-shirt underneath my summer jacket and my summer gloves on. Yeah, it feels fine. And my Kevlar jeans and my summer boots. I feel good. So I thought I'd blow a few cobwebs out of the old verses and take a little ride over there for something to do. I've been keeping busy doing stuff in the house, but I haven't been working, obviously. Can't, because I can't maintain the 2 metre social distance rule as a driving instructor, and it's looking like it's going to be July before I can get back to work, providing it doesn't flare up again and the lockdown measures that have been eased aren't too bad, as long as people don't take the piss and start it all off again. Otherwise we're going to be in lockdown for a lot longer, aren't we? A few bikes out today. I'm going to take mostly the scenic route, but I don't want to be too late back, so I'm going to hit a little bit of the M40 just for a little way and pick up the A34, I'm guessing, and then peel off of that to go to the little village where he's laid to rest. Yeah, anyway, I digress. Let's go for this. Get past this truck, open the legs up a little bit, as you would say. Love you, brother, if you're watching. Teasing me with that USA Part 2 coming up. Yes, folks, you guessed it. I know as little as you do at the moment. All I know is it was one glass of Buffalo Trace, I believe, away from birth. So I think the Buffalo Trace has sown the seed. So watch this space. Who knows? Could see Albie on the Wild Bad USA Part 2 tour. Maybe, maybe not. I'm going to keep you in suspenders. Anyway, where was I? Yeah. My mum's quite old. She's 94 in October. And she hasn't been too great. She's okay, she hasn't got the virus or anything like that, but she's getting old, she's getting a bit skinny and frail, and she's tiny now, bless her little heart. And so I was just seeing what's going on up here. I don't wait for the lorry. Yeah, but Christmas time, Christmas week in fact, she was taking her little dog out for a walk, and some idiot on a push bike lost control coming down the path behind her, come off his bike and slammed his bike into the back of her legs, knocked her over, and cuts are really deep. In fact, they had to pull a part of the bike out of her legs. It was stuck inside her leg, but because of her age and because she has varicose veins, they couldn't stitch the wounds. So she's just been having them dressed because she's got a little bit of water retention on her legs as well. She needs compression bandages on, and the legs aren't healing too great. Anyway, in a nutshell, it's been 5 months nearly now, and they're still not healed. Give her an awful lot of pain, bless her, and she has to have the legs dressed regularly. Where they're dressed with bandages and whatnot. And she's having them dressed twice a week now. It was once a week, just to try and get them healed because it's going on forever. So I've been looking after her a lot, going around walking her dog, getting her shopping, getting all her prescriptions and stuff like that from the chemist, making sure she's taking her tablets, etc, etc. So that's been keeping me busy, along with the decorating and stuff I've been doing. So I've tidied the house up, me and the missus. We've tidied the house up a little bit. Bit of painting, bit of decorating. It's just to pass the time. Gardening and all that kind of rubbish. I even painted the garage floor again and jet washed everywhere. Good fun, them jet washes. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, so this is the first time I thought I'd get out. Saying that, I can feel the wind a little bit now. It feels a bit chilly on my legs. I've stuck my base layer top in the back just in case I need it. I should be alright. I'm not cold by any means, and it is so good to be back out. It's not an essential journey, before any of you say it, and it's not for exercise, no. But the lockdown has been lifted and we are allowed out, so I thought I'd go for a little ride. I'm not going far. I'm only going to be out for just over an hour, so hopefully you won't all shame me too much for that and attack me too much for that. I have been sat at home for nearly 8 weeks, being a good boy and only going out to do the essentials for my mum mostly, her shopping and stuff. So it's not like I've been flouting the rules. You know me, guys, I wouldn't do that. Fully in support of the NHS and all the key workers out there. Big up to all you guys, any of you that are watching. NHS rocks for what they've done, and everybody, like my missus, big up to her, key worker in the supermarkets, keeping everybody fed, all the cleaners, all the people, well, you know the ones, everybody that makes a difference, including our superhero Andy from Wild Bad USA. He's been out there doing it every day, delivering his bread and his rolls and his sausage rolls. Top man, well done Andy, love you buddy if you're watching. Anyway, boys and girls, I hope you're all well, hope you haven't all gone insane. I know a few of you are doing a few bits and bobs out on the push bikes and stuff. Oh, Archie's doing well, bless him. Top man Archie, you're a diamond mate, you're a legend. And a few more of you have been out there on the push bikes, I know. Trying to keep fit, we've all probably piled the pounds on. Now, I lost a stone after Christmas. I think I put half of that back on, but it's gradually going again. I'm back on the push bike as well, trying to get me exercise. Got to, won't we? The bike's heavy enough without my fat ass on it. Money's still trickling in for Rick's last ride. A little bit here, a little bit there. Motor Rev guys, want to give a big up to them. Craig and Rich, aka Mavic and Goose. Thanks guys, they've been helping a lot, and especially Goose, bless him. Been doing his raffles and things. So thanks for that mate. And Craig's always raising awareness as well, so Thank you. I've been working hard actually to get some good prizes and stuff for a raffle. The British WW20 this year, if it goes ahead. Hopefully it will. It's going to be right at the back end of July, so fingers crossed everything will be okay. But if not, I'm sure it will still go ahead at some point. Well, it'll definitely go ahead at some point. Maybe later in the year, even if you have to wait till next year. But there are one or two nice little surprises for that Richie and I are working on. Yeah, so hopefully we'll have a good raffle this year again. And a few nice prizes to give away that you'll all be pleased with, I hope. Had a nice chat with Kev from Norway last week. Yeah, we spent about half hour on the phone having a good old chat. Looking forward to seeing him when he comes over and having a beer. If you're watching, Kev, top man. Hope that knee's alright, buddy. Some of the Cornwall boys, Greg, Danny, Stevie Green, Andrew Wildish, Phil Edge from Isle of Man. Been doing like a little pub quiz every Sunday. Oh, Jason, Big J, and trying to get Gaz and Ian on as well. Don't know if they have been since. They weren't on the one that I went on, but hopefully I'm going to get on that this Sunday with them boys again. Have a bit of fun doing a little pub quiz. So this did say half an hour, but that didn't include being stuck behind a lorry. But nice dual carriageway coming up in a minute, so I'll get past him. Then I can stretch your legs a wee bit more. Still saying I'm going to get there for 3:20 anyway, so we will see. But it is nice, it's lovely when that sun's on you. We've had some cracking weather, haven't we, guys? It's been awesome. Right, here we go, let's get past him. Laters. Woohoo! 64, 65, 70. Oh, it's just nice to be back out again. Oh, I've missed this so much. Love the open road. Yeah, we should have been up in, me, Graham and Andy should have been up in Scotland next week. So that's been cancelled obviously. What else we got? It was mine and Ellie's 40th wedding anniversary this year. We had planned to go to New York for 4 days to celebrate that. Obviously that hasn't happened, especially with no money now as well. What else? We've got Ricky's annual golf tournament, the Lobster Boy Memorial Cup, our 2-day golf tournament. That's been, hasn't been cancelled yet, but it's, I think that was due for June 18th weekend, I think it was. So that's not going to happen, is it? That's not going to happen. So and then me, my brother-in-law Pablo, I've got the Normandy weekend. We're going back to Normandy for a weekend with the Motor Rev boys. At the moment it's still on. That's end of July. It's a week before WW20. The weekend before WW20. So fingers crossed things will be alright by then. We were talking about it last night because I had a little, me and the Motor Rev boys well, the Normandy boys I should say, those that are going to Normandy, we have a little WhatsApp video conference. Excuse me. We did it last week, we did it again last night, and we were saying that yeah, we might be able to go by then, but then we might have to go into quarantine when we come back. Oh man, this is absolute madness, isn't it? It's been the strangest thing. Just hope it doesn't all flare up again, where everybody's not taking it as serious as they did. Makes me laugh. I go around the supermarkets when I do the shopping for my mum and stuff. I've got a mask and gloves on, obviously, because I'm susceptible myself. But I've got to do it for her because she's got nobody else to do it for her. And weeks and weeks back, there was loads of people. Everyone was wearing a mask, everyone was wearing gloves. Now, you're lucky if you see less than 5% of people wearing. I know they haven't proved that masks work, but it's going to give you some protection. It's better than no protection, isn't it? And the gloves and washing your hands and stuff. But not only that, if you have got it, it stops you giving it to somebody else. So you've got to look at it like that as well, haven't you? You've got to be responsible. You care about others as much as you care about yourself. But no one, hardly anybody's doing it now. It's really weird. It's almost like, oh, it's gone now, let's go back. It's like the lion that escaped out of the zoo. We haven't seen it for 3 days, so you can't be out there anymore. Yeah, you might just walk around a bush and get bitten. So if you are getting complacent out there, any of you, which I don't think, well, I'd like to think you're not, just be very, very careful and think about it. And always remember, health is more important than wealth. Yeah? Yes, we're all struggling, me included. It's tough. It really is tough when you've got bills to pay and no money coming in. It's hard. And then there's the mental being side of it, you know, the mental welfare. I reckon suicides are up, domestic violence is up. So you've got all that to deal with as well. It's still not worth risking your life for, you know? Really not. Money comes and goes. Sometimes you got it, sometimes you haven't. But it doesn't matter how much money in the world you got. You can have millions. But if you get sick, the money's not going to save you, is it? You'd just be the richest man in the graveyard. That's the way I look at it. Right. Right, I'm starting to get onto the faster, boring roads now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to find somewhere to pull over and switch off my lid. I'll catch up with you when we get there. Right, see you in a bit. So this is the little village of Bladen. And this is the final resting place of our wonderful motivator and leader at the time of the Second World War, Winston Churchill. It's just down the road from Bladen Palace, so if I get time I'll pop up the road to have a little look at Bladen Palace as well while I'm here. I won't go in or anything, just see what, I've never been, so I'll just see what I can see, if I can see it from the road or whatever. So we've got to go, we've got this little off-camber road just up here. Look, whoa, let's have a little look. So I think this is the road where the church is. Church Street is just up there. Right, so see if there's anywhere I can turn around a little bit. Let's have a little look. Not easy on this beast, especially on this. Surface is a bit loose as well. Right, let me look, see. Just saw Church Street. That's Church Street, so I'm guessing the church is up the end of it. Aha, there it is. There's the church. So, hopefully, I'll be able to leave the bike here. So, like I said, this is St Martin's churchyard in Bladen, in Oxfordshire. So we'll take a little walk in and see what we can find and pay our respects to the great man.
Never surrender. Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few. If the British Empire and its Commonwealth last for 1,000 years, men will still say this was their finest hour. Advance Britannia. Long live the cause of freedom. God save the King.
Well, there you go. Final resting place of the great man himself, Sir Winston Churchill. Yeah, so every day he gets to listen to the little kids playing in the schoolyard. The ones that are only here today because of him and all the brave souls that fought in the Second World War to give us the freedom we have, and that we all take for granted so much today. So yeah, nice to go and pay respects to the great man. Rest in peace, Mr. Churchill. It's kind of nice, he's got his other family members and that there as well. Must be like a family church where they're all together. I haven't done too much swatting up on the history of the place, but that's where they all seem to be. Yeah, so another one of our great heroes, Monty, Field Marshal Montgomery. He's buried a bit further down south in a little church. I can't remember the name of the town, but I'm thinking of maybe another day popping down to pay my respects to that guy as well, because another great leader that helped us win the war. Be nice to say thank you in person, so maybe do that one another day. So let's just pop round and see if, before we go back, while we're down here, see if we can see what Blenheim Palace looks like from the road, at least. Never seen it, never been there, so we'll have a quick look. Just along here somewhere, I believe. Blenheim Palace closed. Is that it there? Is that the way in? Who knows? No idea. That was our little trip out to Blenheim Palace and Winston Churchill's graveyard. I spent more time with Winston than I did at the palace, purely because the palace wasn't open. But that's okay. We can do that another time. We're going home. Yep. Taking the scenic route home through Bicester, Buckingham. Let me go this way, because I don't know this route. It'll be nice. I've never been down this way before to Bicester. Nice 10-mile country route. 10 miles through the country. Be nice. Get a couple of nice sort of twisties in. Oh, that's nice. Over the river. Lovely. Somebody else out having a nice sort of jolly. Now this is nice, through the woods, down the tree line road. It's beautiful. Empty road, gorgeous. Oh, it's a cool little house. Look at that, like a little fort turret. Wicked. Hardly with few cot. Sounds like a meal. Sounds like a starter. Oh yes, I'll have the hardly with few cots, please. And how would you like that, sir? Oh, as it comes, please. On a bed of lettuce. That was a nice little route through that way. That's cool. Oh. Well, there you go. End of a nice little ride. And that is what you call that. Right. Oh. Oh. Thanks for coming with me, boys and girls. Hope you enjoyed it. Like the haircut, by the way. This just did it for me. Done a pretty good job, actually. Anyway. Oh. Hope you enjoyed that. Till next time. Take care. I'll be out. Love you, boys and girls. Bye.